we want to know what marketplaces you sell on and where you've seen the most success.
Yes. Okay. So I started on Poshmark 5 years ago. So I'm on Poshmark, and then I got onto eBay. I'm on Mercari, Depop. That's four. And what is my other one? eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, Facebook Marketplace. I did a little bit of Etsy. I might go back to that. Yeah, I'm as many as I could be. And Tradesy, that was the other main one.
Oh my God. So like
Yes.
7 platforms.
Yes. I haven't made a sale on Depop yet. I'm new on there. But since I started using y'all's software, I'm like on as many platforms as I can be on. I can manage it now. So
I love that. So where are you seeing the most success right now? Like, where have you noticed the most sales?
eBay for sure. I recently looked at my numbers for this year, and it was like I felt like with the whole COVID situation, my sales took a hit, my mental state took a hit, and regardless of that, I was seeing during my slower times, I was seeing more sales on Poshmark. But even then, when I went and looked at my sales per platform, eBay had the most, and so I was like, well, I see where my powerhouse is. Mm-hmm.
So, the big flip, I think you said it best. It takes the longest time to sell, but it is the biggest win.
Mm-hmm.
And once you get in your groove and you get your customer base, that's a really great way to be full-time.
Right.
So are you full-time, by the way?
Yes, I am.
Okay, amazing.
I am.
5 years full.
Mm-hmm. No. I went full-time. I've probably been full-time for about 2.5 years now, and before that it was part-time in college, and when I graduated I took the leap.
That's so awesome. So you went from college to full-time reseller. I love that.
Yeah. There was a little bit. I had the decision whether or not I wanted to go for a career in my degree, and I just really wanted to be in charge of my time. That is the one thing that will keep me doing what I'm doing. So
how has List Perfectly helped you grow your business?
oh my goodness. I am so much more confident being on multiple platforms at this point. And I can't even, I remember before I was on List Perfectly, I have ADHD as well. And I'm not always on my medication because it's a lot. But I remember it being really difficult for me to sit down and find the time to list on one platform and then list on another and not list everything. I would list everything on one platform and then not list everything on the next, and all of a sudden my inventory is put away and it's not listed on all of the platforms, and it just was very confusing. And now, especially with your highlight feature of how you can go and select all of the listings and then copy and paste them to multiple platforms, I love it. And I'm also love listing now more than I used to because it's just, oh my goodness.
How did you get started reselling?
So I will never forget, I had ordered a pair of shoes online. I got them on sale. They were Sam Edelman, like platform sandals. And when I got them in, they didn't fit. I couldn't return them. And I got an ad for Poshmark on my Facebook. And I was like, well, I'll try this. And it started off just listing everything that I didn't want in my closet. And then it turned into putting two and two together at the Goodwill that I could sell some of these things. And here I am.
I love that so much. I love that you didn't think, you know what, I want to try reselling. It just happened naturally. That is so cool. For those of you that don't know,
yes,
we want to know from you what marketplaces you sell on and where you see the most success.
Yeah, so I'm primarily on Poshmark, but I also sell on eBay and Mercari, but I do focus most of my energy in Poshmark, so that's where I see the most results. I feel like where you put your energy, that's where you see the results. So on 3 right now, I've thought about doing, I don't know, how do you say it, Depop? And I sent one thing, or I posted one thing on Tradesy. I think I posted one thing on Relove. So I've kind of like tried with the others. But Poshmark just is, it's a comfort.
No, I totally get it. And it is the easiest, I would say, most user-friendly. and both community based. So it's a great platform to be on.
Yeah.
But I do personally see a lot of movement on eBay and Mercari these days as well.
I know. Yeah. When I cross list using this perfectly, I'm always like kicking myself when I make a sale really quick because it's like, why didn't I cross list all my closets sooner? Because then you could be making double in the same amount of time. But doing that.
Do you notice if the people that are buying from you are also following you, or do you feel like they're new people?
I find that they're new people probably 9 out of 10 times.
Whoa. That's really important for people to know, I would say.
Yeah. And I know that more so because when someone likes my item, I will then like go to their, basically with any person, whoever likes an item, I go onto their closet and then follow them and send them a message. That's like my number one strategy. So if you have one takeaway today, direct message people who are browsing your closet.
How has List Perfectly helped you grow your business?
Oh my gosh. It's saved me so much time. And I'm not saying that like I'm not sponsored here, though I do have a code, a referral code, you guys. Yes. It has saved me a ton of time because I actually like will import all my photos there and then draft them in List Perfectly before listing anywhere. So I used to list in Poshmark first and then copy over, but I decided to do the business plan and keep everything in one spot. That way I don't have to. I was noticing when I was relisting directly from Poshmark, the quality of the photos was decreasing over time. So to have that hub in List Perfectly was really, it really drew me in. So I decided to do that. But it's just been really helpful in literally in a click of a button. I can list to Poshmark, I can list to Mercari, I can list to eBay. And that bulk cross posting is amazing because then you don't have to wait for each platform to load. Mm-hmm. And then complete each one individually. Yeah, it's huge.
So what is one thing that you wish you knew when you started reselling?
Oh, that's a good question.
And by the way, while you're thinking about it.
Okay, cool. One thing I wish I knew. I wish that I knew that brands aren't everything. Because I've had some items, usually I have a pretty quick sell-through rate, thankfully. But you know, there's always those handful of items that like have been sitting for a while and I relist them and I rephotograph them, make them look a little different or wear them, like model them in a photo. But I think where that happens, that like item that sits forever is when I was just looking at the brand and thinking like, oh yes, this is it. I'm so excited. Someone's going to buy this. But then like, would I buy it? Like, would I want to wear it? And I think I wish I would have told myself, think that way when you're picking items at a thrift store or wherever, however you source. Think about your buyer, and that might look very different because I know that I have very many different kind of target audiences. Like I have a wide range of brands and styles, but is it cute? Is it in style? Like, would it look good on somebody? So I wish I would have told myself that.
So another great question. Have you noticed any shifts in brand styles categories being sold during quarantine?
Oh, yes. Athleta, Lululemon, everyone's lounging, everyone's hanging out at home. Aerie is hot right now. Or Victoria's Secret too. Just think of any kind of just like athleisure or even like underwear brands. If you guys have ever heard of what is it, Soma? Mm-hmm. I sold one of their dresses last month and I'm like, oh, it's not super cute, to be honest.
They want to know, how much are you sharing your closet and how do you get customers to your closet?
I feel like customers come from everywhere, but just different spots. I mean, I am not sharing my closet. I actually have a virtual assistant who does that for me. So another area where I needed to find some efficiencies and to take a load off my shoulders. So if you go to the link in my bio, I have a referral link to my virtual assistant, Pretty Bone, and she's amazing and is sharing my closet pretty much 24/7. So my closet is probably shared over 12 times a day, which my goal before hiring her was about 3 times a day because that's all I had time for. And I mean, like you guys, if you guys are doing this, then you know you click, 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 click. And I have over 500 listings now, and that's just like not feasible with my time. So the best thing that I could do is hire somebody.
I want to know, Liz, what marketplaces do you sell on and where do you see most success?
Oh my gosh. I sell on Poshmark primarily. I have the most success on there because it's actually where I started my boutique. I am, because of List Perfectly, able to branch it out more. I've been on both Poshmark and Mercari since 2014. But because List Perfectly, I literally just posted my earrings to Depop. I didn't post anything else. I have yet to have a sale, and that's a-okay. But I also started Tradesy big time, and I've had only 2 sales, and both of them were over $100. So
That's
I mean
amazing.
that itself has paid for List Perfectly for me for months. So it pays for itself, in my opinion.
So, Liz, what are the products and brands that you notice are the best sellers?
Well, I'm a little partial. I've already done the research. I know my brand is the brand that sells the best for me. It's because I wear it, I talk about it. It's a part of me. So it's a lot of my posh friends, my PFFs buy from me and repost their pictures. So that's kind of my best brand. But my best retail brand is probably Lily Pulitzer. And I would love to say that I source Lily Pulitzer and find the cheapest of the cheap, but really it's all coming from my closet. It's the #1 brand I wear. I'm usually not this edgy, but I feel like you're super cool, so I have to like feel the same vibe.
Oh, I'm very much digging the outfit. So
thank you. Thank you.
Love it. Okay, so is your brand the Tennessee Belle? That's the brand of earrings. Okay.
My brand is the Tennessee Belle Boutique, kind of play on words. I live in Tennessee, if that is not obvious. I love Tennessee. I'm actually from Georgia, but my heart bleeds orange. It means a lot to me to be able to represent the volunteer state because it's who I am.
This is who you are, and that makes it so much easier to scale, promote, and grow. I love it. And I think for anyone else watching, earrings, I'm hearing from many people that accessories are an amazing category to be in because, of course, everybody can, wear the same size. It's something that you know what you're going to get when it comes in the mail. It's not like jeans or shorts or a t-shirt where you really may want to try it on. With earrings, you just kind of know that it's going to fit. So I think that was really smart of you to go for that category.
I really wanted to go for being inclusive. I love being a girl's girl. I love uplifting women. And I know how it feels sometimes to buy something and it doesn't fit. And earrings fit everybody. I actually am about to get into hair accessories because just like earrings, they are exciting, they're colorful, they're happy. And I like that anyone can find a shirt in my closet and maybe bundle it with a pair of earrings. And they're not only kind of saving on shipping, but they're getting a little more bang for their buck.
I love that. Okay, so how has List Perfectly helped your business? We'd love to hear how
oh my gosh.
it helps you.
I love List Perfectly. So I'm a big strategy. My background is in marketing, so I like to think things through in the processes and also in IT. And List Perfectly has kind of stepped up my game by having to think when is the best time to relist. I really like to follow closet clearouts on Poshmark. So typically I'll send out my lowest price and on Poshmark and Mercari. And after I send out that lowest price in 24 hours, I take them down. And because of List Perfectly, I can literally relist them in a snap. And I wouldn't be able to take advantage of those types of situations so fast and not worry about the likes. I feel like a lot of people get wrapped up in, oh my gosh, my item has 50 likes. Those are window shoppers. They didn't buy it. They're going to keep on liking it until they see that lowest price. And because of List Perfectly, I can shoot that out and not worry about, do I have the time to relist it?
People are wondering if how you're sourcing stuff during COVID.
Well, I'm not really. Because of COVID, I work in healthcare IT, and it has been a really rough time. I personally don't source online at all. I buy my boutiques from overseas, and right now that's not really going on. I finally was able to talk to my sister-in-law who helps me negotiate because she also lives overseas. And we finally got an order placed. It did take some time. There was some things delayed because I was concerned about the safety of my items. I'm not going to send something that could be contagious to somebody. But I don't source online. I do some retail arbitrage, and luckily Tennessee has opened up. We'll see if that's a good thing or not. But I thrift, and I do a lot of my own clothes. I constantly do once a month. I go through all my clothes. I do the hanger method. You put your hanger on the other side, and if it's not seasonal, it needs to go. So
great method. I also am somebody that always is recycling my own closet. And just, as my Instagram is Sustainabay, so I'm really passionate about sustainability. So for those of you that don't know, buying like pre-owned fashion is 82% more sustainable than buying from a shop. So definitely, join the sharing economy, go through your closet and take that leap. Have a great night. And last thing I will say is every Thursday we have Superseller sessions on Instagram Live. Follow Liz perfectly so that you can join more sessions with amazing people like Liz. Thank you, Liz.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. Have a great rest of your day.
You too. Bye.